you mentioned earlier how Donald Trump has no friends, which I want to bring up a relationship that Trump has that you write about in the book, and that is the Trump Putin relationship. And I bring that up because there's a question that we have from an audience member by the name of Rick Unger from Pennsylvania. And Rick wants to know, what do you think Trump admires about Putin?
Well, Trump says it. Uh, I admire Putin. He loves the autocracy. He loves the idea that Putin has all of this power. He's almost uh, envious of it. And of course, this is part of the danger. We live in a democracy, and lots of other candidates and presidents will talk about the power of democracy. Trump talks about the power of autocratic authority, that you can just decide when you're in that position. He admires it. He there are many times Trump says, I get along fine with Putin, which yes, he's right. It's good to get along with it. But who is Vladimir Putin? Vladimir Putin is the Adolf Hitler of our century. The invasion of Ukraine is the equivalent to what Hitler did, trying to take over a country that's free and doing it. And I mean, hundreds of thousands of people have died in this war. This is a war for what purpose? It is for the purpose of Vladimir Putin saying, going back in his, I mean, you read what he writes, what he says. It's really insane that somehow Ukraine doesn't exist. Well, of course it exists. Oh, it really should be a part of Russia, so I'm going to take it. And he invades. And there's some scenes in the book before the invasion where the intelligence people in the United States and in the Biden White House, they're saying, wait a minute, this is crazy. He's not going to do this. And people are going back and forth, rightly so. Is this possible? Of course, he did it. He is now put, I mean, think of all the terror and war in the world. What's going on in the Ukraine invasion is so serious. One of the things I did in the reporting is talk to the Polish President Duda. And geographically, there's Poland and then Ukraine and Russia. And Duda's quite upfront about it. He said, look, if Russia takes Ukraine, now I'm going to have a 300-mile plus border with Russia and Ukraine controlled by Russia. This is his nightmare. And he refers back to what happened in the 30s with Adolf Hitler. And Putin is really this, you dig into this, and I'm able to talk to intelligence authorities, people who have information about him, and the conclusion is not only is he authoritarian, he's sadistic, and he gets a joy out of this. And so take Vladimir Putin and the threat to the world seriously.